Now, today there was this sensation about Faith Musonda. And this Faith Musonda is now being linked to the PF government and President Edgar Lungu. Firstly, talking about that case, I can tell you that that case is a soiled case. It is a soiled case. The way the police handled themselves on this one, I don't think they can succeed. I don't think they can succeed. The police got information from whoever tipped them, which I suspect is somebody very close to Faith Musonda. Most likely somebody as close as a boyfriend. Most likely somebody as close as a boyfriend who somehow felt, they didn't agree, and out of spite, he wanted to fix Faith Musonda by reporting that case. This is somebody that is very close, but he went and reported this to fix Faith Musonda. And when the police were told about this, were told about this, they acted in haste. They acted in haste. If you think of it, who would go and report that, there is money here, 65 million, if that person is not acting out of spite, if he's not acting to fix Faith Musonda? And how sure are we that actually what was there was 65 million and whatever dollars? How sure are you that the amount that the police have given us is actually the amount that was there? Because Faith Musonda can just come up and accuse the police of having stolen the money. He can accuse them that. She was not there. She was not there. They were caretakers, but the caretakers are not the owners. They are not the owners. The person that tipped them off, how did he know about this? How did he know? How did he know? How do we know that he didn't get another 20 million and put it away? How do we know? He might be as well a criminal. Then the police running, going there, breaking the property and getting, they have already messed it up. They have already messed it up. There are a lot of issues there. I'm telling you, this case in court, it will be a difficult case. A difficult case. I know a lot of you are saying, how did she keep so much money in the house? The question is, which law stops somebody from keeping money in the house? Which law? Which law gives you limit that you cannot, you can only have so much money? There is no law. There is no law that stops you from keeping whatever money that you have. As long as you have earned that money legitimately. The issue is legitimately. Was that money acquired legitimately? As long as it was acquired legitimately, there is no problem. There is no problem. The issue is, where did she get the money? How did she get the money? But then again, even there, when somebody has that kind of money, I'm telling you, you have a serious legal battle. Serious legal battle. Who would not want to defend that lady? Who would not want to defend that lady knowing the money that is involved? That is a lot of money. Lawyers can come from everywhere in the world. Lawyers can sue the Zambian government from anywhere in the world, knowing the money that is involved. And it's very easy to say, to cast a doubt. Remember, this is a criminal case. And on a criminal case, you must prove beyond reasonable doubt. You must prove beyond reasonable doubt. Any doubt, it goes to the benefit of the defendant, of the accused. Any doubt. And some of you who have been there, you remember even Michael Chilufya was accused of money laundering. He was accused of money laundering because he received money, I think it was about $100,000, something like that. And that was a lot of money. And during that time, the MMD government clamped him. It only took GBM one word, one sentence from GBM. GBM just said, it's me who gave him the money. It's me who gave him the money. And as at that time, GBM was a businessman with a lot of money. And the case ended. They couldn't continue with it. They couldn't continue with it because GBM said, I gave him. From my point of view, I doubted, and I think everybody doubted that GBM gave Chilufya. But that created a doubt, and if the court would have gone ahead, it created a doubt that, I mean, GBM has got money. He maybe is the one who gave him. He was just acquitted of those cases. He was acquitted of those cases that he had in court. Because all it took is to say, Nanikwata business, I have a business which makes money. That's all. As long as you can say, no, I have a business which makes money. And it is possible that out of the business, you would have made the money that the state were questioning. And that's how he was acquitted. You just need a little doubt. That's it. That's it. You just need a little doubt. A little doubt, and that's it. Liato was convicted. You know why he was convicted? Liato remained silent. When he was found with a case to answer, Liato remained silent. And that's why the magistrate found him guilty. The magistrate found him guilty. When he appealed to the High Court, the High Court overturned that case. And they said there is nothing wrong in Liato having so much money. And how he decides to keep it. If he wants to bury it, he can bury it. There is no problem. That's his money. And in terms of where he got the money, the High Court said, well, there are many possibilities where he got the money. By the fact that he was quiet doesn't mean that it was not possible for him to have this kind of money. The case was later appealed. The state appealed into the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court still maintained that there is nothing wrong in Liato having so much money. But they upheld the magistrate judgment on the part that he didn't explain where he got the money. So Liato was convicted in the Supreme Court for 2 years, 24 months, because he didn't explain where he got the money. He didn't explain where he got the money. Because he remained silent. So even in this case, the moment you can be able to explain something, it ends there. And it's not so difficult to prove that, you have somehow earned money legitimately. Because when you have that money, a lot of money, for example, that letter which is circulating, whether it is fake or it is not, it is true, it has got serious legal challenge on the police, serious legal challenge on the state on how they can prove. Because if this faith, all he has to do is to come up with some rich man who will say, I did business or I gave her this money. As long as this person is rich, that's it. If you look at the cases of what's her name? Regina Chilufya against the state, where Regina Chilufya was accused of having received property believed to to be proceeds of crime. She was acquitted. She was acquitted because, I mean, this person was a wife at that time. She was a wife of the former president. She was a wife of the former president. And she also had incomes. She also had incomes. It doesn't matter to say, no, you're bound to this business, whatever. If you are engaged in some form of income, it creates a doubt. What you just need in court is to create a doubt. That's all. That's all. To create a doubt, that's all you need. Once you create a doubt, the benefits are on you as the accused. This lady is moving around in the world now. She just have to get some rich guy. Some rich guy. This rich guy doesn't have to be anything. He can simply say, I gave her. As long as that person can be seen that he has got money, that's it. And mind you, it's not that person that will be under investigation. It's this lady. So that case, I can see somebody's talking about tax claims and whatever. My friends, that is another case. That is another case. The tax evasion and whatever, that is another case. So at this point in time, what we are talking about is that this person has money. And if this person says, well, I got this money from this person, that's it. It is up to the taxman to come in and say, no. Okay, you got this money, but did you pay tax? Then they would come in. And when they come in, most of the times, it's penalties. They will give you penalties. So from my point of view, this case, those of you who are being excited, like I don't know what you have gotten, you are not just thinking critically. And you are making it, you are taking it closer to President Edgar Lungu. A lot of you, again, there, you are a bit naive. You are a bit naive. You don't understand how the president operates. You know, when you become a president, you stop being a private person. You are a public person. There is nowhere you can go without the security. For a president to engage in some extramarital affairs, because some of you even accuse Mtale Mwanza, you are even talking about this girl. For the president to meet that girl, he has to wash so many people. He has to wash so many people because there are many people that are involved. When you are a president, you can't walk out of your own house and take a walk. The moment you just come out of your house, there are all these security people. They don't have to talk to you. You can't even chase them. Basata, when he became president, he was still living at Omelo Mumba. And at Omelo Mumba, what he used to do before he was president, he used to walk from Omelo Mumba, go to church. When he became president, he couldn't walk. He couldn't walk. They had to drive him there. And when he reached church, he was chasing away the bodyguard. Iwe, nishulen konkila. Iwe tawia ku church, kabia ku church. And the bodyguards were not even responding to him. They were just serious, doing their job. Vasata would go and sit, and the security officers, they would have to remove some people from the benches so that they can sit on those benches. Vasata he didn't like it, but that is the job. That is the job. HH, he has got his own security people. He has got his own security people. You saw during the inauguration, they were all over. There were many around him, including that bodyguard. Basically, HH is telling us that, look, I have my own bodyguard. But the rules as a president are such that the police must be there. Whether you like it or not, the police has to be there. It is part of being the president. It's part of the presidency. So there is no way you are going to live and go and see Mtale Mwanza. Go and see Mtale Mwanza in his house. There is no way you are going to live as a president and go and see this Faith Musonda. It's difficult. It's difficult. Most of the times, even Chilufya, when he was seeing Regina, most of the times, it's you go out of the country. Most of the times, it's when you go for a trip, like tomorrow, HH is leaving. That is when you can have an opportunity. But otherwise, locally, so it's not easy. So some of you that speculate so much about Edgar Lungu having an affair, it's because you don't understand how presidency operates. You don't understand it. He can't go in a hotel. He can't. If he goes into a hotel, there must be security all over that will clear the way. If he's going in a room, there must be security. That it's how. How? Much as you may want to enjoy yourself in those lines, it is not easy. It is not easy. If you, those of you, our Pakale, those of you who have followed these things, remember Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton. Those things happened, it's because they used to remain in the office. Whatever was happening in the office. That is the only time they had privacy. And it's because this lady was an intern in White House. Outside White House, not possible. It's difficulty. So you are getting all excited. No, hey, mukashwa Lungu. Hey, Lungu eva mpere mpia to hide. I even saw this Tabo Nan, our alliance spokesperson. That man talks a lot, but most of the things that he says, he speaks out of ignorance. He speaks out of ignorance. But every day is enjoying the media coverage. With this alliance partnership that they have, he's enjoying the media coverage. But most of the things that he says, he speaks out of ignorance. And that money was given for self-keeping. Self-keeping by who? Who gives the 60 whatever self-keeping? A president would have mama million, no pera girlfriend and self-keeping. That's how naive and, sorry to say, shallow we are. That's how shallow we are. We think that presidency is that cheap. The way we treat money, the way we give each other, we think that that's even the way the president would operate. I am being objective here. I am just being objective. Because what you are saying really doesn't make sense. It can't go anywhere. You are missing the real issues. And at this rate, forget it. You can't catch anyone. At high level, you won't catch anyone if you are this naive. Be critical. Be critical. This lady, I can assure you, this lady, Faith Musonda, she should not even be scared. She should just come. Musonda, I know you watch this video. Don't be intimidated. Come back and defend yourself. Which I know you can't steal because that money is too much money. It's too much money. That money cannot be stolen. That money is from the bank, by the way. If you think about it, that money is from the bank. You saw the notes. Some of them are new notes. That money is coming from the bank. And there are labels there. Which bank that money came from. That money was withdrawn from some bank account. That money was withdrawn from some bank account. And right there, you should think very carefully before you talk too much. Because it must have gone into some account. Into some account. Then it was drawn. So which account is that? Which account is that? that money, it's highly unlikely that that lady will be jailed for it. It is highly unlikely. And some of us who do some of these businesses, we do understand. Me, for example, I do business consultants. And my business consultants, sometimes I make money very cheaply, very easily. Sometimes I just come, somebody comes, no, you know, Mr. Tayali, I need to collect 400,000 from such a company. Yeah? I can give you an example. One example is that man, some of you have been following me. You remember when I was talking about that professor, professor of a named school. Because a client came to me and told me, Mr. Tayali, me, I'm too busy. I cannot keep on following this person to collect my money. Please, can you follow it up for me? Enter into a negotiation until he pays this money. I went in, brokered a negotiation, a payment plan, and out of that payment plan, this man has been paying. Out of the payment plan, each time I collect money from him, I get a 10%. I get a 10%. I didn't invest anything. All I've done is enter in, negotiate a payment plan, and every month I collect the money. Each time I collect the money, I get my 10%. Now you can imagine 400,000. What is 10% of 400,000? It's 40,000. It's 40,000. I collect the 400,000, I get 40,000. 40,000, and yet tomorrow you are saying, Tayali, how did you do this? How did you do this? How did you do this? How come you have done this? Come on, wake up. Even here on social media, I'm every day on social media, I want to keep the numbers. This is the market for me. I sell products. Even when I'm doing my live, I get a drink and I'm drinking it. And you see it, that's an advert. And you are saying, who pays you? But for me, you know, talking to you and I show something, I advertise something, I get paid. And you are wondering, how come? Where do you work? Where do you work? I'm working right now. And somehow I'm going to be paid for it. Even this Faith Musonda, we are talking about, you are busy throwing stones at Faith Musonda. Faith Musonda, for me, I'm saying this is a business opportunity. For me, I've seen a business opportunity. Whilst you are talking about Faith Musonda, for me, I've seen a business opportunity. Lawyers have seen a business opportunity. Lawyers will be defending Faith Musonda, and I'll be busy on social media telling you what is happening. So that the day that she's acquitted, you understand. And Faith Musonda might pay for it. And I'm advertising, Faith Musonda, please, come and hire me. I'll be doing your PR. I'm not stealing. I'm not stealing. I am taking opportunity. I'm taking opportunity. And look at the money that this woman has. Who would not want to work for her? Who would not want to work for her? If the money is legitimate and the public is saying Shakwiba, and she hires me to explain how she got the money, and I'm paid, if that lady can show her face and explain to say, no, Shindarama, now shaf me no. But I can definitely abantu. And I come on social media, I explain, and I'm paid. And imagine how much money I would be paid out of 65 million. Because for me, paying 65 million, but the team for a nation. Now, I'm 1 million, finish, me, I'm not selfish. That is how we make money. That is how I make money myself. And I'm telling you, I will never suffer. I will never suffer. But you are too negative. Hawe kuti akwata shanindala mashonseshe. Hey, mutalo yo ashteko feka motoka. Ka Range Rover, because you can't afford a Range Rover. Hey, mutale ule. Hey, what? How do you know? How do you know? Nangu ule winovo. I mean, how many of you, with due respect to women, how many of you take pleasure in receiving gifts? Now, you enjoy receiving gifts. But because of your level of your economic status, you receive gifts according to your economic status. Because you only know people that can only give you 100 kwacha as a gift. And you feel that is okay, that is noble. Hello? Maybe Mutale Alikwata, she knows people, she's connected to people who are rich. And people who are rich, not all of them are corrupt. And for them, buying an expensive car is nothing. It's nothing. It is about your connection. You are as powerful as your connection. So don't project your, and with due respect, I'm not insulting anyone. Don't project your economic status on others. Don't think that because there is no one who can buy you a Range Rover. Don't think that even in Mutale cannot have somebody who can buy a Range Rover. Because you cannot have 10,000 kwacha. Don't think that Faith Musonda cannot have somebody who can give her 100 million kwacha. Don't think like that. Maybe she has a connection. I mean, maybe tomorrow I might meet somebody rich. And he might say, Tayali, you know what? You are doing a good job. Here you are. That's it. And tomorrow you'll be saying, Shakuiva, no, he has stolen. No, he's a Satanist. We acquire wealth in different ways. God blesses us in different ways. So don't be so quick to judge people just because you can't afford it. You want to judge people that, no, it's not possible. It's not possible. He can't have this money. No. Relax. Relax.